So while I'm getting ready to cook dinner really late at night, I want to tell you guys another little a mediumship story that I have. So recently I went out to my club, not my club, but I went out to the club with my best friend for his birthday, right? Whole gang, club, section, everything like that. We all partying, everybody's lit all night long, right? Now, if you know me and you've watched my videos and all of that, like, I am a medium. Born a medium, okay? I've been trying to work through it. I've been trying to figure out what the fuck's been going on in my life, and everybody's like, nah, babe, you're a medium. That's what it is. So I'm in the club, right? And I'm having fun. I'm having a good time. And then it's just like fog. Like I get this brain fog and I can't think anymore. And I'm like, okay. And I start feeling people that I can't see in the room. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's other people in here. It's other people in here. You get what I mean? I'm like, it's other people in here. They just not alive, you know. But they in here. I can see the shadows. I can see the forms of the people. I'm like, okay, cool. I know exactly where they at in the room. Like I can feel where they're at, right? So I'm sitting there, and then it's like my best friend's grandmother, who just recently passed away. She popped up in there, and then she was just happy. She was excited. And I'm guessing it was because it was his birthday. So she was just like in a celebration type of mode. So when I seen her doing that in my mind's eye, I was looking for him so I could try to tell him what I was seeing, but I couldn't find him anywhere, right? And me and him have had conversations about his grandmother before. So the kicker is I'm standing there on the couch, and I can't even hear the music in the club no more. I'm just looking. But when I be looking at my brain, you know what I mean? So I'm looking into my mind's eye, and I'm looking, and I see this man, he's like 22, 23 years old. He got on a black t-shirt. He got on some like Dickies pants, and he's walking back and forth in the club. And it's like, he just walking back and forth. He don't look confused enough. He's walking back and forth like he with somebody. He's taking care of somebody. That was the energy I was getting from him. He had like straight hair. He looked like he could have been like Spanish or something, right? So I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, okay, but who is this dude attached to? Who's this dude attached to? Because I can't think about nothing but him, right? And I'm picking up things about him, right? So this is what I started picking up. I see the dude, and then I'm like, okay, I'm feeling protective. And if you know mediums, or if you know about mediumship, you know it's about images, it's about clear audience, it's about sense, it's about different things that hit different senses and otherworldly senses as well. They kind of tell you what the fuck to interpret. So it's like I'm feeling protection. I'm seeing a little girl. I'm seeing another person, but the other person is like blurred out, right? So it's like protection over this little girl and another person. And then there was this motorcycle, this real tricked out motorcycle that I was seeing. And then there was a sense of immense love and eloping almost. And trying for a baby and being super in love and trying for a baby, right? So, and trying for a son. So I'm getting all this, mind you, I'm in the club. I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, okay, I don't know who this man's attached to. My girlfriend at the time, she wasn't standing over next to me, so I'm sitting there, I'm like, I can't. So one of my new homegirls, she was sitting right in front of me, and I, like, once I get all the way into that mode, I cannot stop until, like, I have to say something where I can't think no more. So I'm telling her, and I'm like, yeah, I'm seeing this dude walking around the club, and I don't know how else to tell you this, but he's just not alive. But I'm seeing this dude walking around the club, and he looks like he's about 22, 23 years old. I'm giving her the whole rundown, right? Give her the whole rundown. So I'm like, did you have an uncle, a brother, a cousin, or something like that passed away? And I swear to God, she said, I had an ex-boyfriend that passed away. He was 23. I said, was he real protective over you? She was like, yeah. And I was like, did he have like a little sister or something? She was like, yeah. And I was like, it seems like he's protective over you and just her. And she was like, yeah, that would make sense because his mother died when he was little, so it was just literally me and his little sister in his life. And I was like, it's feeling like y'all were in love. Were y'all like really in love, like really good relationship, like super in love? She was like, yeah. And I was like, nah, like we're getting married, we're having a baby. She was like, yeah. And I was like, no, like trying for a baby, like actively trying for a baby. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, he was trying to have a son with you. And she was like, yeah. And then I was about to ask her, right before I got to say, does he have a fascination with motorcycles? She told me he died in a motorcycle accident a few years ago. And then he showed me a little baby boy that he was holding. And I said, y'all were trying for a son? She said, yeah. I said, he's holding your son until you choose to have a baby here. And she just looked at me and was like, I understand.